Greetings and salutations, YouTubers. This is Zillafan85 back today with a new video. Of course, another figure review as usual. Today, a little bit of a new take for me. We are going to go ahead and look at my SH MonsterArts Toho Special Weapons Set 2. So, this set, this was one of my very first pickups from MonsterArts, period. I was not going to be doing any SH MonsterArts stuff until later on. I've got a bunch of SH MonsterArts figures that I'm going to review, but I was planning to hold all those off until I've covered other stuff first. However, I made an exception with this one today because of the fact that another YouTuber, somebody had been requesting I do this review. So they had been requesting it for quite a while, so I did decide I want to go ahead and jump into this and get this one taken care of for that YouTuber. Definitely appreciate you watching, and this, like I said, this you asked, and ye shall receive here. So this one, I'm going to do my best with this. Again, this is a set. There's a lot of pieces to it, as you can see. The other thing with this is I got this on eBay. This was used, so not everything is included here. Most of what this set includes, did come with this. However, you'll notice, though, here amongst the Maser tanks that are included, they were only supposed to be 4 of the 2 turret tanks and 4 of the single cannon ones. So you see I do have a couple extra, plus the Maser jets. There's only supposed to be the 3 just to go with this stand, as you can see, and there's a couple extra there. Also missing from this set were supposed to be a couple somewhat demolished buildings. Which I really wanted, and I was kind of disappointed it didn't come with the set. However, I guess they kind of made up for it by throwing in some of the extra vehicles. They must have had some extras from, other stuff from MonsterArts that I guess they didn't really want, so they included with this. So just want to kind of get that out of the way to begin with. I was definitely excited to have this set. The main reason I wanted, it's cool to have some of the extra tanks and this and that. But the main attraction for this set for me was, of course, none other than the Super X3. So, as some of you may have known, I did review other Toho aircraft, other Toho vehicles. In the past, I did a review of the other 4 main vehicles that I had, which were the Super X, the Super X2. Those were a Gashapon figure set that I got of both of those, plus the Gotango Gashapon figure as well, and the Moonlight SY3 diecast minifigure. So that was another review I did way back in the past. Like I said, a YouTuber who had watched it really liked it, wanted to see my review of my Super X3. Finally decided I'm going to go ahead and knock this guy out. I've been mainly concentrating on my Gashapon figure reviews because I do want to get through the rest of those. So this way I can just solely concentrate on my standard figures, etc., etc. But, I am going to try and mix it up a little bit just to keep things fresh. So doing this in between, I'll probably do a couple other standard size figure reviews in between as well. So without further ado, though, we really do need to get into this. So we're going to start out actually with the box for this set, and I'm not using my stand for my camera today. Felt like I really didn't need it, so I'm going to make do here. But you can see the box, basically the full image of it, starting it off there. Really nice looking box. It's black and white, as you guys can see. Most of the MonsterArts stuff are are in color for the most part, anyway. But this one was black and white. Not sure the decision on that, why, but it looks cool nonetheless. You can see the logoing there for Bandai, and if the camera focuses, Tamashii Nations, and then of course the Godzilla lettering, 2014, 60th anniversary. So that's when this was actually released, this special weapons set. And then of course, I'll just use the sign view, but you guys can see the MonsterArts, SH MonsterArts insignia, so I'll put it in the background there, and you guys can see that there, of course, with the Japanese scripturing, and I do believe that says the special weapons set too. So as you guys can notate there. Same thing on that side with some nice little backdrop image of what's included in the set. Like I said, those are the building pieces. Unfortunately, they are missing. Wish I had them. But, you know, what are you going to do? Like I said, I mainly wanted the Super X3, and I got it. So then the back of the box there, you can see it kind of goes with, if you've got the MonsterArts Destroya. This makes a nice set piece. I do have the MonsterArts Destroya. I picked it up not too long ago from eBay, the special color version, which was specifically the one that I wanted because of the more movie accurate look that it has to it. So then you can see the stand here. Now the Tamashi's arm bar here, the for the base, unfortunately that also did not come included with this. I had a bunch of these other arm bars though, just from other MonsterArts stuff that I had, so I'm kind of implementing with that. But you know, I thought it would make a better display for the video to have that with the jets on there. So, and then you guys can see what it comes with. So again, you got the 4 tanks with the 2 turrets, the 4 with the single cannon, the 3 jets, and then of course is the pieces for the Super X3, because there are interchangeable parts. I'm not going to do those on camera. I'll just kind of show you guys as we go along with these. And you can see the side of the box right there. Other side of the box, more logoing, etc., etc. Again, for MonsterArts. Apologize, I'm not zooming in or any of that. And I'm not going to be, like I said, interchanging out the parts, because I always do my videos, try to do it in one take, so just kind of notate with that. Then, of course, again, the bottom of the box, flip that over so you guys can see some of the warnings, labels, legal jargon, etc., etc. listed on those. And, of course, again, once again, the top of the box of SH MonsterArts on it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll actually crack this open just so I can show you guys real quick before we look at the figures themselves that are in here, the pieces. So when you open up the box, okay, you get the tray that all the stuff comes in. Again, this is standard for Tamashii Nations with their MonsterArts, Figure Arts, figures. I have some Figure Arts stuff as well. I really have grown to love this line, Figure Arts, MonsterArts. They've basically become my favorite figures that I have now. I really love the detail, the articulation, everything. So I look forward to reviewing all my other MonsterArts stuff in the future. But again, though, you guys can see just the tray, just give a brief look, all the pieces that go inside of it. Okay, and then of course as well, the instructions, and for reasons, I guess I would say, there were 2 copies of the instructions. These are both exactly the same, but you can see a kind of explanation here on how to put the stuff together. So again, just kind of showing in the background. Like I said, I didn't want to use my camera stand today, especially because all the small parts, I figured it'd be kind of hard to try to just keep all this stuff in view. So the box and the instructions and stuff like that, I can just use more of a peripheral view for you guys here, just in the background. But you guys can see the instructions and the way that, like, the pieces for the Super X3 go into place here. So I'll just kind of point them out. Like I said, not going to do it on camera. I tried assembling it together, and it was a bitch. I'm going to put it that way. Excuse my language, folks, but it was not fun. And again, so it was just 2 copies. This other copy, it's just the exact same thing. So I don't know why the seller had 2 copies of the instructions, but c'est la vie. So okay, and just putting that back in the box, folks. I'm going to put that to the side, and then we'll just take a look at all these nice little pieces that come with this. So again, the main attraction, the Super X3, but taking a look at some of the accessories first. So obviously these double-barreled tanks, double turret tanks are all the same. So just take one out to look at it. You see it's got a nice military green there with the silver there. So the paint on that, and then of course all the detailing. Gonna try not to get too in depth because I know my videos tend to get lengthy as it is with covering everything and carrying on, which I do apologize. So try to keep this short with looking at the stuff here. But you can see the nice military green, and of course the silver for the Maser turrets there. So these are all freezer cannons that have fired out. And there is a little bit of articulation. This can actually swivel. So, and it can go all the way around, of course, if you like doing that. So, pretty cool for a nice little, tiny little piece there. It's cool that you got that. Next, we'll take a look at the single cannon turret, which I like these better. You know, so iconic when you originally saw this sort of Maser cannon in War of the Gargantuas, which is my favorite non-Godzilla Toho kaiju movie of all time, absolutely. And I love this. Now these had the freezing Masers, I guess they were called. I'm trying to remember what the name was offhand on these ones from Godzilla vs. Because this is all from Godzilla vs. Destroy. I should point that out, so I apologize. So you can see that there again, military green, the silver there. You see the detailing, nice detailing for the wheels and all the sculpt there for that Maser cannon itself, and it looks really, really nice. And again, you do got a little bit of articulation. You got the swivel for the cannon, which can go again 360 all the way around. Back the other way. Very, very cool. So there's 4 of these. It's supposed to be included 4 of these, but again, they gave me extra. And then, of course, the jets. Those, they are kind of firmly in place right now on there. They were kind of a pain to get on the stand here. So I do apologize, but I'm going to try and keep them like that. But since I got a couple extras, we'll take a look, just one here. These actually have a little more detail. Again, these jets also with the Maser, the freezing Masers on them. Again, if the camera focuses, you can see a nice military green with the silver for the cannons. And you got like little patches of orange there by the wings and on the top part there. And of course you can take a look at the detailing that's done on this as well. And I apologize, trying the best with my camera here, folks. So, and these don't seem to have any articulation. Since I'm not taking those off the stand, I'll just kind of show you real quick here if we can. Hopefully the camera can focus. You can sort of see there's like a little peg hole right there, and that's where this part pegs into on the stand. So this way you can display it flying like that. Very, very neat and very cool. So, now for the main attraction. Well, actually, hold on 1 second. We're also going to look at the base that comes with this for us. So, again, you got the Tamashi, well, you got the base here for the special weapon set too, which you guys can see that looks really cool. The logoing there. Of course, this Tamashi arm here, the standard arm that they include. The part where the planes connect, that comes off of there, as you guys can see, and it connects on to there. So I don't know if any of you aren't familiar with these. So that's how that goes, and it pegs into place. And if I just set those aside just for a moment, you can see as well that this is also meant to incorporate. You see the peg for the Super X3, so it's meant to incorporate for it. I will showcase that just really quick there, which is certainly looks awesome. Absolutely. So, taking him back off of there, because we are going to look at him now. Go ahead and put these suckers back on the stand. I hope I'm not boring you guys doing all this, but like I said, I do everything on camera, so I do apologize. So, now for the main attraction, though, again, the Super X3 itself, again, mainly a military green. You've got the sort of metallic orange there for the front part where the cockpit is. That looks so cool. That just looks so badass, folks. I really, really love it. Of course, you got the nice missile cannons here, cartridges there. You got the back part here, the wings, of course the boosters and thrusters all look really, really cool. The underside of it, again, the peg where the Tamashi arm goes, so you can put it on that flight stand. Really, really love that. It's one thing I love. Not all the MonsterArts stuff comes with accessories and stands and all that, but you know, a bunch of them do, and I love all that stuff because it's just, even if I'm not always going to display it like that, it's just a fun thing to do, especially good for photo ops and you know, and this and that. So I really do enjoy it. And again, you can see all the nice detailing here on it and all the patterning for the plane itself. The Super X3 looks so, so cool, folks. Really, really love it. So, and now the extra pieces that come with it, just to kind of show you guys, like I said, I'm not going to do this on camera. It was quite a hassle doing it. I will let you know that you guys kind of saw with the instructions. They do kind of explain how to do it. And I'll kind of just sort of go over a little bit. But you see, though, you've got two sets of these wheels here. Again, if the camera will focus for me. So you got those for the back part there. So we got that one and that one. So those are both the same. Again, that military green. Then you've got for the front wheels here. So all this stuff, all in that military green color, I should say. And then the front wheels here. So, okay, and I apologize, my review is not as professional as some of the others, but you know, I just do this for fun, so. And then, of course, you got these parts here, which are certainly a nice little highlight. So the wheels, obviously, if you want to have it where it's more grounded on the ground or about ready to take off, you can always have that little setup with the wheels. And then here you've got for that front freezer cannon that the Super X3 is known for firing at Godzilla in the movie Burning Godzilla. And then, of course, the cadmium missiles there. And you can see the opening there. Again, these are very small parts. I'm doing the best I can to show them on camera. But it looks really, really cool. So essentially, so for this part with the cadmium cannons, I'll start with that. So you see you've got this here. You can see where the indentation is. That pops out of place, and then you insert the that port for the cadmium missiles. The front part here, it's like a double-edged saw. So this part actually comes off, this little piece here. I'll actually show this. So this comes off, and then this front piece here comes off. And then you could insert the, once you get that front piece off, then you insert for that freezer, or that freezer cannon. You can do that setup. And then this thing also, when this piece that I just took off here, when that comes off, then that little part at the top, that also pops out. And that's where the that smaller wheel goes, that's the front wheel. That goes right there. And then the two back wheels, again, you got these pieces that stick up here. These come out, both on that side and this side. Both of them come out. And then the two back wheels go into place here. In theory, it should be simple, but getting them off and connecting them and everything was quite the blankety blank experience for me. It was not fun. It was a pain. But I mean, it's cool to be able to tinker with it nonetheless. Certainly to do for different poses, different photo ops, you know, and however you like to display. That's one thing. MonsterArts really does well. You know, they give you a lot of options for displaying your figures and your sets and this and that. So this was Special Weapon Set 2. The original Special Weapon Set was similar to this one. However, instead of the Super X3, that one came with the Super X2. I'm not going to bother with that one since I have the Super X2 Gashapon figure, you know, which came with the original Super X. And even though I know it's a better figure, the MonsterArts version, but you know, I'm okay with what I've got, you know, as far as those Gashapon ones go. So I'm just going to stick with those, but there are 2 of these sets, obviously, and then you have special effects sets as well, which have, you know, more like the tanks and buildings and this and that, and I think they even include a couple beams as well. So really, really cool stuff, folks. So just kind of wanted to showcase all that. I think that's going to about wrap it up. I know already I've gone over 20 minutes. I do apologize. I knew this was going to take me a little bit. I tried to condense this stuff to not get too crazy. But, you know, nonetheless, like I said, though, I think that this is a really, really cool addition to the collection, though, especially if you like the vehicles, the military vehicles from the Godzilla films, the Toho films, and especially like the special vehicles, like again, the Super X3 was the main attraction for me here. Was really, really happy to add it, and just getting this whole setup was really cool as well. I wish that the whole thing was intact, that I had the buildings, but, you know, c'est la vie, it is what it is. So I think, though, that does about wrap it up. I pretty much covered what I want to talk about here. I know I didn't get too in depth, but as it is, I already ran on longer than I would have wanted to, so I do apologize about that, folks. I definitely, though, would like to thank you so much for watching. If you would like to subscribe, please feel free to do so. If you would like to like and or comment on any of my videos, please feel free to do so as well. And just remember, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, you be good to yourselves, and sayonara.